Hello, my name is Dan Salkowski, and welcome to my design presentation for the Capstone subject. This is my brand, Bone and Blade Handmade Taste. Bone and Blade is a entirely fictitious client. Their aim is to be a mid to premium modern butcher brand with a focus on quality meats, craftsmanship, and presentation. They combine traditional butchery values with a design-led approach, and they aim to have a discerning customer base that seeks authenticity and excellence in the quality of their meat. As a new business, the butcher requires the brand identity to help establish it within the market. This brand has a few challenges that it has to meet within the design process. We want to avoid cliches that common butcher brands use, such as rustic or vintage aesthetics, along with brands icons that use meat or even cleavers. We want to balance the heritage with the modern. We want to communicate the premium quality uh, for the everyday customer. We want to ensure that the logo is versatile and can be used at many different sizes. And we want to also distinguish ourselves against other brands that are promoting ethical and sustainable cruelty-free products. We want to be able to stand out against that market. To address these challenges, we're going to use a minimal geometric forms for the logo. We also are going to use a monogram style logo that uses the bees from Bone and Blade. We're going to have a very nice color palette with reds and natural tones and maybe the odd gold or blue. The typography is going to blend strength with refinement. And we're also going to have a consistent visual system that goes across all of the merchandise and branding. Meat is an integral part in many Australians' diet, with 86% of people saying that meat is included within it. Butcher shop spending has increased by 6%, with customers wanting a premium quality, ethically sourced meats. A lot of these meats are also starting to become artisanal that are being requested, including oxtail, lamb ribs, and top blade steak. Bone and Blade is trying to find an area in the market where we're providing a very good experience, but have a slightly higher price as well. This is because we're going to have a lot of artisanal cuts, and we're trying to get a discerning customer that expects quality from us and is coming in for these types of meats. We're aiming for a primary audience, but also a secondary audience. The primary one for Bone and Blade is a discerning customer, as I have said, who values high quality craftsmanship presentation in their food choices. They're going to typically be middle to high income individuals or families that want the premium products. This group is going to be attracted to a design conscious brand. It's going to draw them in and trust it over other brands. They seek a butcher that feels both trustworthy and elevated, aligning with their lifestyle. The secondary audience are going to be professionals, including hospitality professionals, chefs, and boutique retailers. They are people who are looking for reliable suppliers to match their own commitment to quality and presentation. They're going to value consistency, professionalism, and brand alignment to their own brands. There will be people who are attracted by the brand's modern aesthetic. Bone and Blade wants to demonstrate the art of butchery through refined design, balancing strength, precision, and craftsmanship. The brand presents a modern identity that honors traditional skills while appealing to contemporary tastes. It speaks to quality, authenticity, and the mastery behind every cut. A design development process was initiated where mind mapping and mood boards were generated, as well as typography was explored. Sketches were then made, and finally, a brand logo direction was chosen. And this is that brand logo for Bone and Blade. It's contemporary, minimal, strong, shows an idea of being precise, balanced, and clean. It also has a feeling of being premium and timeless. A series of logo variations were created that could be used in various situations, including online, on merch, and even on stickers and branding materials. The brand uses a very limited color palette, which helps identify the brand as being premium. This is because these colors really stand out well against each other and show a consistency across different design options. Through typography exploration, these were the final types that were chosen. For the main logo, text, and any headings, we have the Palantino Linotype Bold. This is a very nice bold font that also has a elegance to it with the slight serifs. For subheadings, we have Aperona Sans Bold, which is just a nice, clean sans serif font that is very easy to read in pretty much every situation. And for any body copy, we have Tahoma Regular. These fonts together create a nice balance and they don't outdo each other. And I'm very happy with the outcome. Isometric iconography was created through sketching and then Illustrator drawings. These were used in patterns and different features. A series of patterns were generated that were later used across the merchandise and branding items. These patterns hold the iconography, but also the brand mark itself, and are tied together through color and consistency of pattern. When applying the brand across varying merchandise items, we made sure that they're all consistent by using the appropriate logo, but also making sure that the patterns were used appropriately with correct colors. Items were generated that could be used within store by employees, along with business and loyalty cards that customers could use to receive a discount after various visits. Branded wrapping paper that could be used when people purchase meats were generated, along with stickers to help secure those packages. In-store tickets were made that customers could pull to wait their turn. Branded multi-use shopping bags were also generated that people could bring to store to pick up their meat and take home. And finally, a delivery van was generated that would help advertise the business around town in a minimal way. In conclusion, I think that the Bone and Blade branding project has been very successful. The use of typography, color, and form has created a timeless brand that people will enjoy looking at. And overall, the project has met the criteria that Bone and Blade was looking to generate. Thank you for watching my presentation.